Mackenzie, Coach Fred, alongside Coach Tony Seekers of Shenendehowa basketball program. This is our Section 2 preseason show. Coach, what do you expect to accomplish this season coming in?
You know, I think it's just going to be a year of trying to get better every day, which is always, that's every year. But we have a lot of inexperienced guys. I think we got a group of kids who are eager to learn, but there's a lot of stuff we need to learn in a short period of time.
How do you get, when you have a younger team, how do you get those guys to buy into your philosophy and get those guys on the same page?
Well, it's a process. It's what do you stress every day? Right now, we're really trying to get the kids to communicate and learn how to pass to the right team. We're trying to reduce turnover, so we have a scrimmage Thursday at Lansingburg. It'll be interesting to see how how they gel with the offense. Defense is always a little bit ahead. Offense usually lags behind. So we're trying to get them to talk. I mean, everybody can talk. Turning the ball over, knowing the offense is a little bit tougher. Being able to communicate with your teammates is something that they need to do right away.
The guys, you're looking at your team to give you, maximum production in the offensive end, and also give you that boost. Nobody like to talk about who's that defensive guy that you like to use, or rebounding guy, hard hat, lunch pail type of guy.
Well, I think it will have to spread out this year. There's really no one person. Chris Holbert's a very good ball player. Chris had 9 threes against Shaker on their senior night last year. This is his 3rd year on varsity. He's been battle tested. He's certainly, working. He's just a workhorse. He's got a tremendous motor. He's certainly a V8 motor, and he's going to come to work every single day. At times, he's got to slow down a little bit and see what's developing. But you love his motor, offensively and defensively. TJ Singari is a young guy who's up on the varsity as a sophomore. He's hoping to have I'm looking for him to have a bigger role. He's looking to have a bigger role this year. And I certainly think he's capable. He's grown a little bit. He's longer. He's more athletic. And, I think he's got a bright future.
I'd be certainly remiss if I didn't have to mention your son, because me and Coach and I are coaches who have coached sons and know how difficulties and the fun that can come with it. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know what? It's a challenge. When you coach your own kid, it's just, it's great, but also, and Jake being my oldest son, I have a younger son, Devin, who's a freshman who will be playing on JV. You kind of make those mistakes. You push a little bit too hard. Maybe you take away the fun a little bit. But Jake certainly does. One of the things Jake does really well is he can really see the floor. He's not super athletic, but he's got a knack for handling the ball. He's got a knack for passing it. And I think the game you guys covered was Troy last year. And he did a great job of getting to the basket, which was something he never did as a sophomore. And as a junior, he likes doing it. Jake will do stuff that, I'll say, hey, let's just look for jumpers. He likes to drive the ball. So as much as I want to say, hey, just settle for jumpers, he can get himself to the hoop and he can get the ball up to the rim. The Altenburg kid's a big, strong kid, football player for Shen. He'll play football in college. He's got big shoulders. He's a strong kid. He'll get the offensive rebound. That's good. That's his best post move. The offensive rebound.
Right. You need those guys.
I like that terminology. Assist off the rim.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I shot a lot when I played, so I coined it then. But, it'll be interesting if you're a Boss Merchant, who I haven't mentioned. A Boss Merchant, we played at Albany last year. It was his first game. He missed almost half the season. He's got like a shin nagging injury right now, and he missed half the season. Albany's the first game. I think he had 19 points. So he came in and did a great job. Joshua Nails, who transferred in from Gloversville, he hasn't played yet. He's over there in a boot. So we'll see what happens, how he develops. And I haven't seen him within the context of what we do here at Shen. But man, he's athletic, he's strong, and he seems like a really good kid.
Speaking about what you do here at Shen, you guys have a great organizational culture.
Thank you.
Talk to me about that a little bit and how you build that. I mean, this has been a long tradition, but how did you pick up and you have continued that on?
Well, you know what? It starts when you're young. It's great to have a lot of kids to choose from. And people always say, well, you got so many kids to choose from. Well, that's wonderful. But if you give me 12 average players, we're going to be very average. Basketball is not a numbers game. I'm going to be in this setting behind you a lot more than I am on the sidelines that you read about in paper. I want to enjoy coaching you here. I want to be able to coach you up, lay into you a little bit, compliment you, and I want kids who, when they receive a compliment, when they receive, you did something well, and I tell you that's wonderful. And then conversely, when I lay into you a little bit and I criticize you, the worst player to coach, and we were talking about this the other day, is the player that when I compliment you, it's a whisper. When I criticize you, it's a shout, and you carry it with you for 4 days. That can't happen. The best players are the players that when you say something to them, compliment, critique, criticism, it's the same weight. You're going to stay humble with the criticism. You're not going to get down, with a compliment. You're not going to get so down on yourself when somebody corrects you that now all of a sudden I have to rub your back, and so we try to look for kids who are really coachable, and I think. Stop. You missed everything. You missed here. You missed on a different stage. You missed everybody. Just switch up.
Also, I mean, you got to have the support of the administration, the AD, the superintendent. Talk about that a little bit. How the parents, how's that been here for you, and how you look forward to?
Well, I'll start with the administrators. Our athletic director, Chris Holmes, is great. I couldn't ask for a better mentor. He's supportive with parents. Dr. Robinson, our superintendent, he's at everything. He does a great job of support. When we won the state championship, he was right behind. He yelled more than everybody. I think he was yelling at the refs. He was yelling, "Come on," to the players. He was into it. That's very rare. You see your superintendent so into it. He spoke at our banquet. He told stories about the season. That's how involved he was when we got into the postseason. Obviously, in regular season, it gets kind of hard because he's got meeting after meeting after meeting. So our administration is just fantastic.
I know. Aside from yourself, what do you consider some of your top 3 coaches in the area, Section 2?
Oh, I don't want to leave anybody else. That's a tough one. I got to tell you, I have nothing but the utmost respect for all the coaches in the league, especially the ones who've been doing it for a long time. What coach puts their kids in good situations to succeed? What coach has their team ready to play every night and they don't lay an egg? How consistent are they? And again, I don't have to give names because all you got to do is look at records and who's been relevant over the past couple of years. Right. Going 18-2 1 year is wonderful. And obviously you didn't screw them up. Can you consistently continue that? Are you always relevant in the basketball landscape? And that's how you can kind of tell a good coach. How many guys we haven't won a state championship in our league? We had Rich Hurley, who's got a state championship, myself, and Coach Domel. Right. It's 3 state championship coach, right? Sectional championships, there are more than that. So there are a ton of coaches that were in the league that really had some success over the years. I mean, Dave Domel's in the Hall of Fame. Rich will be in the Hall of Fame. I mean,
one day Tony DeZiga's, Hall of Fame as well. Appreciate your time, all
hey,
right?
No problem.
We're here with Chris Holbert, senior at Shenendehowa, Plainsmen.
Yeah.
Been on the varsity for the last 2 or 3 years now?
Yeah, 2 years, as a sophomore.
What are you looking to expect to do this year? Your last hurrah going through, your last high school season.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be a fun season. We're a good group of guys. I'm close with all of them. And I just hope for the best. We're going to work hard throughout the whole season. We're hoping for the best.
How do your team, Coach earlier mentioned that, you're the kind of hard hat, lunch pail type of player. And how do your team, you get your players to follow that and you model that behavior and to get them to all be on the same page with you?
Yeah, so I play football, and that's where that mentality comes from. And I try to translate that to the court. I hustle hard on defense. I communicate, and I make sure everyone does the same. I'll get on guys if they don't do that. I have to try to keep motivating guys to push themselves because some kids just aren't like that naturally. Mm-hmm. So I have to push them even further, and I'll do my best for everyone to come to that level.
You did a great job. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Awesome,
Thank you
good
for having
luck
me.
the rest of the way. Okay?
Thank you.
Right, we'll see you guys down the road.
We're here with Singari. All right. Singari, you're a junior this year.
Yep.
So you didn't play much a lot of the times in the season, but you were patient. Now this might be your year where you really step up. What are you expecting to do this year?
I just want to be a leader for the younger guys who are coming up. We have a lot of new guys this year. A couple guys who are new to the entire program. So I want to make sure they can understand what's going on and understand our system and really get to fit in like I did last year.
Now was that a struggle for you being a young guy playing a varsity and not really playing that much? I mean, how much did you value from that experience? What
No.
did you learn from that experience?
No, I feel like I really valued it because I really loved our seniors last year. They helped me out a lot, and I felt like I knew my role. Like last year, the things I wanted to work on was defense a lot. And I felt like that's something I got to show when I went in. And I knew that there were going to be guys ahead of me coming in because there were a lot of seniors who've been in the program the whole year. I mean, their whole life. So I knew what I was getting into. But I really valued all the information I was able to take in last year.
Coach has some expectations for you, and he's looking for you to show that leadership ability that you're speaking of, and also your play on the court. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I feel like I'm definitely ready. This summer we had a lot of young guys in the gym, and so one of the things I really wanted to work on was really being a leader and stepping up. I felt like that's something I've really been able to do my whole life too. I've always been one of the louder guys in the gym, so I don't think it would be that hard. On the court, there's a really easy team to play for. You know, we all share the ball. No one's really selfish, so I feel like it's going to be easy for me to step up when I have to, and for other guys when they have to. It's not. I won't be on the court trying to get mine or worrying about not getting up enough shots.
Looking at your academic career and your goals, meaning, what do you see yourself doing? What is your goal?
Academically, I've always been a stronger student. This year, I'm just pushing to stay on the high honor roll all year. Make sure I don't fall below what my expectations for myself, which are like mid to higher 90s. That's something that I've been growing up and going into college. I want to have good grades, so I have a large selection to colleges to choose from, so I don't limit myself. So I just want to hold myself to the highest expectations and really reach.
So off the rip, just hearing from you and what you're saying, you sound like definitely an absolute leader.
Thank you.
On and off the court.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
And good luck down the road.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.